Got some time to kill? Here are 8 games that you can play forever. We're all familiar with the feeling of getting to the end of a game we're loving, slowly removing our Logitech headsets and wondering, what now? What do I do? What should I play? Who am I? It takes a while to find a new game to fall in love with too. Nothing can quite fill the empty space left by the gigabyte of that one game. If only you could find a game you loved and play it forever. Okay, we know you've already seen the video title and are fully aware of what we're going to be chatting about today, but it's nice to make an effort every now and again, isn't it? In this video, we'll be taking you through 8 excellent games that, if you wanted to, you could play forever. If you're looking for a massive multiplayer online game to lose yourself in, firstly, we don't blame you. And secondly, make sure to check out our list dedicated to the best MMOs out there to find your next obsession. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with all our new videos forever. Sounds a bit ominous when we say it like that, doesn't it? Anyway, on with the video.
Time to wake up, Master.
The No Man's Sky that we have now is light years away from the game that originally launched back in 2016. Although initially boasting infinite worlds, it took some time after its initial release to become the gorgeous, sprawling sci-fi adventure that you see now. It's a survival game that will have you exploring procedurally generated planets, meaning that no two will ever be the same. You can take to the skies alone or with friends. Discovering new planets all by yourself is an experience that feels uniquely yours, but teaming up with some pals naturally brings an element of chaos to this calming exploration game, where the only limit is your imagination. From inhabiting seemingly uninhabitable frost planets, to mining resources and taming animals on lush, lively worlds, there's plenty to do and plenty of ways to play No Man's Sky. Just hop aboard a jellyfish and see for yourself. Forget a game taking over your life. In Civ 6, you'll be taking over entire empires, playing them out from Stone Age to the Information Age. A single playthrough of this turn-based strategy game can be completed in as few as 20 hours, but the real play foreverness, yes, that's a real word, comes from the endless playstyle opportunities, the downloadable packs that add new content and civilizations to play with, and the multiplayer modes, where you can battle it out with friends with rules and map sizes to suit. In Civilization, you'll be expanding empires, waging wars and advancing your culture through arts and craft. That's literature and music, not finger painting and pasta necklaces, unless that's the type of empire you're going for. We already said that in No Man's Sky the only limit is your imagination, so we won't say that again. But in Civilization 6, you aren't limited, other than by your ability to imagine things. See? Completely different.
Never again can I gaze upon the beauty spots of the earth.
You begin your journey in Genshin Impact playing as the Traveller as they search for their lost sibling. The main story is still unravelling, however, as regular updates add new areas, progress the campaign, bring updates to character stories and events to the world of Teyvat. A fairly new entry to the action RPG genre, Genshin Impact is constantly finding new and inventive ways to excite players. Traversing domains and exploring Teyvat, it's an expansive world that is only going to continue to expand. It's also dripping in lore, with so much to explore, and the more quests you complete, the more stories will unfold in front of you. Plus, the gacha system means you'll always find new characters to level up and fall in love with. It's a constantly evolving and exciting world that we love to get lost in. Rimworld is procedurally generated, which means you're never going to run out of things to do. And we don't mean that in a, oh, technically you can play forever because the mechanics say so kind of way. No, Rimworld is genuinely endless. You generate a planet, crash land on it, and have to build some kind of life. Whether that's a good or bad one is down to your decisions. Well, that and the hundreds of random scenarios that can play out at any time thanks to our beloved storytellers. Look, we don't know how we got to harvesting organs either, but we're all in it together now, so let's just be cool about it. Colony management would be enough of a time sink in itself if all of the people you selected with their wildly varying traits didn't also interact with each other. Romances, betrayals, fights, we're never getting off this planet. They say nothing lasts forever, but our majestic Lakeview Manor is showing no signs of aging since the release of Skyrim's Hearthfire DLC back in 2012. All of Skyrim's DLC, Hearthfire, which allows you to build a house and adopt children, Dragonborn, which contains an exciting new questline involving a cult and the ability to ride dragons, and Dawnguard, which gives you the chance to become a literal vampire, add a wealth of new content to what is already a vast and expansive game. It's hard to believe that the main quest of Skyrim can actually be completed in an average of 30 hours. Because we have spent so much time exploring the world of Skyrim, from Whiterun to Markarth, that we should probably start getting our post delivered to our Breeze home.
Shut up back there.
In the time it'll take us to explain why Sims 4 is a game that will keep you playing forever, they'll probably have released even more content, from expansion packs that add new mechanics, worlds, even a vampire or two, to the newly introduced kits that bring bundles of new furniture, clothing, or dust bunnies. There are always new ways to freshen up the format and keep your Sim families on their toes. The Sims community is an active bunch too, so if you're feeling like your builds are getting samey or your families all look eerily similar, try diving into the wonderful world of Simmers. Those are people who play Sims on stream or YouTube, in case you didn't know. Their creativity will surely rub off on your own Sim worlds. And if it doesn't, just download their builds. No judgment here. Sure, the main campaign of The Witcher 3 will take you, on average, around 70 hours to complete. But then there's the second playthrough to make sure either Yen or Triss, depending on who you chose originally, gets their turn as the main romance option for old Geralt. Then there's the expansion, Hearts of Stone, that'll see our Witcher taking on new contracts and meeting the lovable Shani. That's, I'd say 10 more hours? And we can't forget Blood and Wine, the second expansion that opens up an entirely new region in the form of the sun-drenched Toussaint. Let's call that 20 hours? Then if you add those together, carry the one, add another 30 hours just for playing Gwent, that adds up to approximately forever? The beauty of The Witcher 3 is that once you've fought monsters, completed the captivating campaign, and explored the scholarly stone walls of Oxenfurt and the rugged beauty of the Skellig Isles, you'll immediately want to start it all over again. And again. And again.
Help me! Help!
Ah, Minecraft. For a game that's now a decade old, you'd think players would have run out of things to build in it, wouldn't you? But the creativity of us Minecrafters knows no bounds. And just when you think you might take a break from its blocky universe, inspiration hits. We're sure you know the game well, but we couldn't possibly have a list of games you can play forever without including this sandbox sensation. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more wonderful, Minecraft got ray tracing. Now you can build until the sunlight breaks through the canopies and take a dip in the beautiful reflective waters until one of the drowned gets you, that is. From Hogwarts to Hoth, underwater homes to tree houses, the only thing that could potentially limit you are your creative faculties. Fine, your imagination. So there we have it, 8 games that you can play forever. If you still find yourself with a little time to spare, however, let us know in the comments which game you'll be playing first. Make sure to give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another video, even if you're deep into a new Minecraft build. Thanks for watching.